Hey guys, Dan here with Battlefield Curator, and it's 2022. Last year, I went over a video on what I thought was the best way to find deals in 2021. So, let's see how we can find deals in 2022. So yeah, as you know, the last couple of years have been a mess. You had the pandemic, you had the riots, you had fear, and of course on top of that, it was an election year. So, in 2022, it seems like things are starting to cool down. So what I'm expecting in 2022 is that a lot of the big, ammo stores, the big gun stores, the big department stores, they'll get in all the bulk ammo of the most common round types. Like you're talking 5.56, 7.62 by 3.9, and 9mm. And we've already kind of seen that. So I'm expecting, since the big box stores are getting filled up with the more common rounds, we'll probably see like the less common military surplus rounds start to get put into stores here and there, like 303 British, maybe some 8mm Mauser. There's still a shortage of certain ammo types, and you're talking, these are more modern stuff like 6.5 Creedmoor, but also 30-30 has been in demand, and it's, the prices are really high. Also, another round that is pretty high in demand that you just can't find is 270 hunting cartridge. So essentially, I think by the summer we'll see some of those hunting cartridges come back into stock, and then hopefully some more of those rounds that feed your military surplus rifles also get put back into some of those stores. And of course, that's if nothing else crazy happens, because it's already been a crazy 2 years. So if we see something else happen during 2022, then expect a lot of demand again for ammo and firearms. All right, so tip number 1, check your local shops. There might be people trying to offload some of their collection, or maybe even all of their collection. A couple shops within the recent months have had some really good deals on some really good surplus, or even some collectibles. Back in 2021 and 2020, a lot of money was made, and a lot of people just said, hey, you know what? Because of all the work environment changing, because of all the changes that we have in the workplace, I think I'm going to retire early. So because of that, you might find at your local gun shops some pretty good deals. Oh yeah, and then another reason to check your local gun shop is you might have some people just trying to offload their collection because they haven't been able to find a job, and so they're just trying to scrounge up a little extra cash. And then on top of that, your local shops might have good deals anyways, just based upon what the volume they see on a regular basis. As far as some of those collectibles go. Though, be forewarned, I did notice in 2020 and 2021 that a lot of gun shop owners had done some research and realized that, hey, this Mosin Nagant isn't worth $300 anymore. This is a $600, $700 gun. So just be cautious. There are some places out there that will put a pretty high sticker price on something that they see on Gunbroker, and they'll say, oh yeah, we can sell this here for a stupid amount of money. If you're looking for good deals, maybe try to avoid some of those places, or maybe negotiate. All right, tip number 2, check your local gun shows. Essentially, going back to tip number 1, you could see some of the inventory shift into some of these gun shows since the country's starting to open up a little bit more. Now, right now in the winter time, we're probably dealing with some pandemic fears still. Yeah, like wait, probably till around spring, summertime. There might be some more people going out and about, and you'll probably find some good deals at some of those gun shows. You might have people trying to offload collections yet again, or estate sales. Some of these gun shop owners, or these gun show guys, probably go to estate sales and grab some stuff up. I remember last year I found a few good deals at some gun shows. So I think, gun shows would be a decent place to go check, especially maybe some of the smaller ones, the small town gun shows. Maybe check some of maybe a large gun show here or there, but When it comes to your gun shows, I mean, you just never know what you'll find. I mean, you'll walk around these tables and you'll find so much history, and it's just astonishing when you walk into a large warehouse and there's just tables everywhere with guns everywhere. Tip number 3, check online. Yeah, so going back to tip 1 and 2, you might see the same things at some of your online gun shops. Really haven't seen too much recently from recent batches of import. I know there's going to be some import restrictions, so doesn't look like we'll be getting a lot of importation of new stuff. Who knows? There might still be some batches coming in that are still in the works. Maybe look for some of the small online shops that take in, customer firearms, and they might be just trying to consign them through their online shop. Now, some of these small shops realize that the military surplus community is huge when it comes to online presence. So they're using other tactics to get and market their shops online. Arms List is definitely one of the tools that the small shops are using to get their name out there and market some of the surplus weapons or used firearms that they have. Another tool that some of these small shops are using is Gunbroker, because Gunbroker just seems to be very popular among the community. So you might be able to find some good deals on there. Last year I found a couple of good deals online, the smaller online shops. When you look around online, you're probably likely to find something that you would be interested in. Now, it just depends on what price you're willing to pay for it. All right, tip number 4, peer-to-peer. Yeah, so get to know people. When you go to these gun shows, maybe talk to folks, see who's probably trying to get rid of something, or maybe talk to somebody at work and see if they're a big gun collector and maybe trade some things here or there. I found some of my best deals just talking to folks. When you talk to people, you network, you build a relationship, and you build a communication line. And let's say, even then, maybe somebody's looking for a lever action, and somebody else that has a lever action they're willing to get rid of, but you're not really interested in it. Maybe just hook those guys up and they'll remember you in the future, maybe when you're looking for something and they say, oh yeah, I got something, and they're more likely to give you a deal on it. All right, well, those are my 4 tips to find deals in 2022. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd like to know if you guys have any ideas of yours, what your strategies are for 2022. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to share with your compadres. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. And as always, be sure to learn history and curate history. Make it a great day.